It's kind of wild how AI went from like science fiction to being everywhere, right? I mean, it's changing how we work, how we live.
It really is.
And today we're going deep on Google's Gemini 2.0. This
Yeah.
is a big one. We've got research papers, articles, even some firsthand accounts of what this thing can do.
It's pretty remarkable.
So
And,
what's the big picture here?
well, what's really fascinating is that Gemini 2.0, it's not just an upgrade,
Right.
It's really a whole new way of thinking about how we interact with AI.
Okay.
It's built for, well, they're calling it the Agentic era,
Okay.
where AI can handle these complex multi-step tasks,
Feel like.
almost like an agent working for you.
Yeah.
But always under your control, of course.
Okay, so no robot overlords yet.
Not yet, no.
That's a relief. But seriously, what makes Gemini 2.0 so different from, I don't know, the chatbots we're all using already?
Right. Well, imagine, for example, a doctor is using Gemini 2.0.
Okay.
They could be talking to the AI, showing it, say, a patient's X-ray,
Hmm.
and asking it to pull up relevant research all at the same time.
Oh, wow.
That's because Gemini 2.0 is multimodal,
Multimodal.
meaning
Okay.
it understands and can work with not just text, but images,
Mm-hmm.
audio, video, you name it.
That is a lot more than asking Alexa to play my favorite song.
Yeah, it really is a big leap.
It sounds like, I mean, this could be huge for so many fields, not just healthcare.
Absolutely. It's designed for, well, a world where we interact with technology in a more natural way, using all sorts of inputs, to get things done.
Right.
And that brings us to one of its most exciting features, which is multimodal output.
Okay.
Think about getting directions from an AI
Mm-hmm.
instead of just text on a screen.
Right.
Gemini could show you a map on your phone and actually speak the directions,
Oh, wow.
all in real time.
Okay, and that's a smart assistant.
Yeah.
I can see that being helpful for someone who, like me, still gets lost with GPS. So
Right.
this real-time interaction.
It's because of something called the Multimodal Live API.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like having a video call with the AI. It can see and hear you just like a real conversation.
Okay, my mind is officially blown.
It's pretty impressive.
So it's not just about understanding all these different types of information,
Right.
but responding in these equally diverse ways.
Exactly.
So what about like the practical side of things? What can it actually do with all this input?
Right. So this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
One of the key features is something called native tool use,
Okay.
which means it can use other programs, other tools as part of its process.
So like what?
Well, imagine you're writing a report and you need to find some information
Right.
instead of, going to your browser, searching for it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Gemini can do it for you,
Wow.
pulling up relevant data, translating quotes, even generating charts
All within like my document.
right in your document.
That's like a super powered research assistant.
It is, yeah.
Oh, it saves so much time.
Absolutely.
And for developers, you said there's something called
Tools.
an AI coding agent.
Yeah.
It's like having a programmer looking over your shoulder, offering suggestions, helping you find errors,
Really?
even writing code snippets.
That's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
But wouldn't, like, a coding assistant put programmers out of a job?
Not necessarily. It's more about boosting productivity
Okay.
and making coding more accessible for everyone.
Got it.
Experienced developers can work faster
Mm-hmm.
and beginners can, get help learning.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's about, like, working smarter, not replacing humans.
Exactly.
Okay. But beyond coding, what other areas is Gemini 2.0 making an impact? Our sources mentioned deep research.
Yes.
Is that just like a fancy Google search?
It's more than just search.
Okay.
Deep research taps into Gemini's ability to really understand complex concepts
Mm-hmm.
and analyze huge amounts of information.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to ask a research question
Yeah.
and have the AI not only find articles, but summarize them, extract key insight.
Even connect the dots between different sources to give you a deeper understanding.
That could be huge for anyone doing research, for work, for school,
Absolutely.
even just personal interest,
Exactly. It has the potential to really change how we learn and explore new ideas.
Yeah, okay.
And speaking of exploring new ideas, one of the most exciting applications is in gaming.
Okay, now I'm curious.
Yeah.
How does an AI like Gemini 2.0 fit into gaming?
So imagine a game where the AI can analyze your gameplay in real time,
Okay.
compare it to a massive database of, strategies, player data.
Right.
It could offer suggestions, point out weaknesses, even predict your opponent's next move.
It's like a personal gaming coach.
It is
Yeah.
in the game.
And with the integration of Google Search, you'd have instant access to all sorts of information,
Wow.
tips, strategies.
That's incredible.
And then there's the potential for new kinds of interactive games,
Yeah.
where the AI adapts to your choices
Right.
and creates this truly personalized experience. This is all incredibly fascinating, but it raises some questions. I
Yeah.
mean, with all this power comes responsibility, right?
Absolutely.
How do we make sure this is used ethically for the benefit of everyone?
That's a crucial point, and we'll be diving deeper into that in the next part of our deep dive.
Okay.
We'll explore the ethical considerations of this whole agentic era and how Google is working to ensure that Gemini is developed responsibly.
Okay, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
It's amazing how fast AI has gone from like this futuristic idea to something that's already changing things.
It really is.
And Gemini 2.0 really shows how AI is going beyond just simple tasks,
Yeah.
and becoming more like an agent working with us.
Yeah, that whole agentic era thing is exciting, but also a little scary.
Right.
It's like we're giving AI more and more to do,
Yeah.
but how do we know it won't, go rogue?
Well, remember those safety features we talked about?
Sure.
Red teaming, where experts try to find weaknesses, privacy controls, and most importantly, human oversight
Okay.
to make sure AI is always working ethically.
So it's not about stopping AI, but making sure it's doing the right thing.
Exactly.
Okay, but let's talk about the real-world effects of Gemini 2.0.
Yeah,
Our sources hinted at some big changes coming to different industries.
absolutely. Think about healthcare.
Okay.
Imagine doctors using Gemini to analyze medical images, help with diagnoses, even create personalized treatment plans,
Wow.
or manufacturing AI-powered robots working alongside humans
Right.
to improve efficiency, safety, and in finance.
Okay.
AI could help manage investments, detect fraud.
So it's not just about replacing jobs. It's like changing how work is done.
Exactly.
Some tasks might be automated,
Right.
but new jobs will appear, like in AI development.
Yeah, it's a whole world of new possibilities.
And it's not just work. Education could change a lot, too.
Absolutely. Imagine every student having a personal AI tutor
Oh, wow.
that adapts to their learning style, provides feedback, answers questions,
That would be incredible.
especially for students who struggle.
Yeah.
It also opens up opportunities for anyone to learn new things, outside of school even.
That's amazing.
Lifelong learning could become so much easier
Yeah.
and more engaging.
With AI.
Right. And it's not just about memorizing facts.
Right.
Gemini could help us develop critical thinking skills,
Mm.
problem solving, even artistic expression.
So AI is like a partner in learning.
Yeah, helping us reach our full potential.
But how does all this affect what we think of as creativity?
Right.
We think of creativity as a human thing.
You're right. It is in many ways.
But when AI can make art, music, even write stories that sound like a person wrote them,
Yeah.
what does it mean to be creative then?
That's a great question.
I don't know the answer.
AI might push us to rethink what creativity even is.
Okay.
It could challenge us to find new ways to express ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
to work with AI creatively,
Yeah.
and focus on the parts of creativity that are uniquely human.
Like our emotions, our experiences.
Exactly.
So instead of fearing AI,
Always.
we should see it as a way to push our own boundaries.
It's a new opportunity.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
And it's not just about art or music.
Right.
AI could change creativity in every field, from science to business.
Okay.
The key is to be open-minded and willing to try new things.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's bring this back to the average person.
Okay.
What does all this mean for me, for you, for anyone listening?
Well, I think the key is to approach AI with curiosity.
Okay.
Be willing to learn, to explore, and to experiment with it.
Mm-hmm.
And think about how it could make your life better.
So embrace the possibilities. Don't
Yeah.
be scared of them.
Exactly.
AI is a tool.
Yes.
Not a threat.
And remember, AI is still young.
Right.
What we see with Gemini 2.0 is just the beginning.
Wow.
The future of AI is full of potential.
Yeah.
And it's up to all of us to make sure that potential is used for good.
Yeah. It's a lot to think about.
It really is.
I mean, on one hand, it's exciting, all the ways AI could make our lives easier, better, even more fulfilling,
Right.
But then there's that part of me that's like, what if it goes wrong?
I think that's a totally normal reaction.
Yeah.
We're talking about technology that could change everything. So it's okay to have some concerns.
Right.
But I think the important thing is the future of AI isn't decided yet.
Okay.
It's something we're shaping through the choices we make.
So it's not just accepting whatever happens with AI.
No.
It's about understanding it, guiding it in the right direction.
Exactly, and that's why conversations like this are so important.
Yeah.
The more we talk about AI, the more we get it,
Right.
the better we could decide how it fits into our lives.
That makes sense. So what's the takeaway here? What should our listeners walk away with after this whole deep dive?
I think the biggest thing is AI isn't science fiction anymore.
Right.
It's here, it's changing fast, and it's going to affect all of us.
Yeah.
But that doesn't have to be scary. If we stay informed, talk about it, make good choices about how we use it, we can create a future where AI helps us,
Yeah.
makes our lives better, helps us to build a better world.
I like that. AI is a force for good, not something to be afraid of.
Exactly.
But with all this talk about changing industries, creativity, this agentic era,
Yeah.
it's easy to forget about the individual.
Right.
What does this mean for, like, me, you, the average person?
That's a great question. I think the key is approach AI with curiosity and be willing to learn.
Okay.
Explore the tools, experiment, think about how AI could improve your life.
So embrace the possibilities, not fear them.
Exactly.
AI is a tool, not a threat, right?
That's right.
And AI is still pretty new.
It is, yeah.
Gemini 2.0 is just a taste of what's to come.
Just the beginning.
That's incredible.
The future of AI is full of potential, and we all get to decide what that looks like.
Well said. I think we've given everyone a lot to think about today.
Yeah, definitely.
Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Stay curious, keep learning, and don't be afraid to ask questions. The more we understand AI, the better we can navigate it and use it for good.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks.
So, to everyone listening, we encourage you to check out Gemini 2.0 and this whole world of AI.
Yeah.
Share your thoughts, your hopes, your concerns. Let's keep this conversation going.
Absolutely.
Because the future of AI, it's a journey we're all on together.
We are.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. And until next time, stay curious.